Doing an overview today of the seven translations that I use the most. I'm a big proponent of consulting multiple translations, incorporating different translations in your study. So this is my primary translation is the New American Standard. So I picked up my first copy of the New American Standard back in 1996, which that one now was the 1977 version there. So I used that one there until the 1995 came out. Once that one came out, I transitioned into the 95. So that's just my go-to. It's a word-for-word translation. That's what I love about it. If you look it up in a concordance, and if you look it up actually in any lexicons, how they word the New American Standard is generally the definition that you're gonna find in those words there. So this is my tried and true. This is my number one Bible translation here. And then my second translation I like to consult, and this one I like to pick up my Thompson Chain. Now this is the New King James Version here. So when I want to get a deep understanding in what a text is saying and use the chain references, that's just my go-to resource there. Now I do have the Thompson Chain in the New American Standard, and then also I have it in the King James, but this is one that sits on my desk when I'm doing my study here is this particular Bible here, number 2. And my number 3 Bible is the King James, the Westminster Reference Bible. I done a review on this Bible here a couple weeks ago. So if you hadn't seen it, go back and check that one out there. This Bible here has more cross references than any other Bible that you could find on the market. It has double the cross references that the Thompson Chain have. So that is a great one there, and a lot of archaic words that goes if there's a you can go if it's right in if you look into it and there's an asterisk that lets you know the go into the references at or the cross references at, and it will let you know the definition of those archaic words there. A lot of people say the King James is a hard Bible to understand. Actually, I grew up on the King James when I was young. I wasn't really reading, but that's the Bible they used in the church that I grew up in, which was a Baptist church, and they used the King James Bible there. So I've kind of like used the King James on and off here, and then I kind of like stopped using, but it just God put it back on my heart to start back using it, and God let me know to learn how to start to mastering the King James. So if you can do the word studies and you can utilize lexicons and concordance, and you can actually get an understanding of those Greek and Hebrew words there. So if you're just investing the tools and the time, that takes a little bit more work, but it's more rewarding. Most scriptures I have memorized, and that's from the King James. Even though I use other translation, King James, when I memorize the scriptures over the years, that's what has stuck with me. So all my memory is with the King James. So I love the King James also. And my number 3 Bible here, I like using this Bible here. This is a ESV interliner, Greek interliner, New Testament. I do have the Old Testament, the Hebrew, but this is a great here. Now on this one here, if you notice here, it's got like the Greek text in the middle. It's got the gloss below it, so it explains what the Greek text, is. If you know that even if you don't cannot speak Greek, you can still benefit doing this greatly. And it has the ESV text over to the side right there. So on the outside is the ESV text, and the Greek is in the middle there, and the gloss is right under that there. So that brings out what a lot of words mean and the true meaning of a lot of scriptures. So that is a big plus there. I really love that one there. Also a big proponent of the Net Bible here. So the Net Bible here, I had the first edition. This is the updated edition here. So I just go to Genesis 1 just to show you just how this one here. If you go to Genesis 1, first two verses alone, that's the 2 verses right there. Everything else is translator notes on the text there, why it was translated a different way there. So, and it also mentions in there how other translations translated. So if you just want to dig, this is not what a Bible you would preach from, but this is what you have on your desk to study. You just want to dig into what was being said in the original language. This is a great resource to have here. I highly recommend this one here as a go-to Bible. And my favorite study Bible is the NIV. This is the large print here. Study Bible. I done a review on this here probably over a year ago here. So this got a lot of notes in it. So it is loaded with notes. So this is great. This is my favorite study Bible here in the NIV study Bible. So like I said, I believe in using multiple translations here. And last but not least is my Christian Standard Bible here. And so this is it's kind of like it's more now you got it's a little bit it's not as dynamic equivalent as the NIV, so it's more literal, but when it needs to be dynamic equivalent, it basically explains the text and when you might not grasp it when you're reading it more from a literal like the New American Standard there. So those are all good Bibles to use. So if you use different translations, leave a comment and let me know which translations you use. If you only use one translation, make a comment and say this is the only translation that I use. So I just believe in using multiple translations I incorporate as dig in the word so I can grow in my walk with Christ. So I appreciate everybody that took the time to watch this video today. May you be blessed in the Lord. If you like, click the like button, leave a comment. If you're new to this page here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. And may everybody have a blessed day in the Lord.